Thank you for watching this guided tour of the North Canton Fire Station. Station 1 was built in 1972 for a volunteer fire department. The original fire station offered no sleeping quarters and was not designed for a modern professional fire department. As we head inside and down the stairs through the primary training area, we reach Station 1's kitchen. This is the department's primary meal preparation area and is isolated from the main day room area that is used for dining by the crew. As we head back through the training area, we can see that this space is quite small for the size of the department. The room also shows signs of aging, as heavy rainfall has caused water damage to the walls and floor in the area. Heading back upstairs, we see one of Station 1's dormitories. This room is the former location of the Chief's office, which was relocated to Station 2 after renovations were needed here to allow for a 24-hour staffing of Station 1. As we can see, this room offers very little in accommodation for two people who use this space to rest up between calls. The renovations to sleeping quarters were only possible through exemptions to modern building code due to the station's age. Making our way down the hall, we come to an additional dorm that can only accommodate one person. This room is located closer to the apparatus bay, with no airtight protection from the vehicle exhaust or any other dangerous materials that may be brought to the station from an emergency situation. Off of the bay is a storage area for equipment and turnout gear. This area comprises the hot zone and may be exposed to harmful contaminants. The lack of separation of clean gear from these contaminants, as well as the fact that this area leads directly into the offices and living quarters of the station, highlights the department's need for better decontamination spaces. Back inside, we enter the station's main office space. This area is the primary workspace for the Fire Prevention Bureau as well as the fire inspectors. This area serves approximately 6 employees and is a crowded workspace for a very fast-paced and busy department. As we enter the day room, we see the crew enjoying a well-deserved break between calls. Here, the team can gather together to share meals, relax, and stay prepared for any situation that may arise. The station is their home away from home and provides just a few of the creature comforts they need during their 24 or even 48-hour shifts. Back in the bay, we can see just how tightly packed the emergency vehicles are. Some vehicles, like fire engines, must be custom built just to fit inside the bay, as modern fire apparatus are designed to fit inside modern fire stations, and are just too long and too wide to properly fit in an older station. Looking outside toward the station's parking lot, we see several other vehicles left exposed to the elements. With the department's fleet requirements for 2 stations, there are simply too many vehicles for the available bays. A consolidated station would allow the department to downsize their fleet, saving money while also properly housing their vehicles. Heading to the front of the bay, we can see just how tightly some vehicles are packed into the station. In order to allow space to move about the bay, the department is forced to maximize every inch, even if it makes for a tight fit. The bays also make use of a tube system that traps exhaust fumes and expels them outside. The system is less effective than the modern negative pressure exhaust system proposed in the new station design, which would offer better protection against harmful vapors. Climbing aboard one of the fire engines, we see just how little space some vehicles have in the bay. The department's ladder truck, for example, has just enough vertical space to fit inside. Anything lower, and they would need a custom-built engine, or they'd be replacing a lot of ladders. Located all throughout the station is an assortment of gear and equipment the department needs to respond effectively to emergencies. There is also limited space to properly decontaminate and store this gear, leading to the department having to store gear off-site at other city properties. A modern, consolidated fire station would offer the North Canton Fire Department more space to effectively serve our community. Thank you for joining us on this guided tour and walkthrough of the North Canton Fire Station.